Hey, so my name's Matt Cloutier. I am an upcoming senior at the University of Michigan, and I'm this upcoming year's drum major for the Michigan Marching Band. Came into Michigan, I didn't even know I was going to do the band, but I ended up trying out, and I'm super glad I did. I mean, it was hands down the best decision I made coming to the University of Michigan. But the drum major thing, so my freshman year, I would watch the drum major at the time, Jeff McMahon, doing like some tricks and stuff with the baton, and I don't know, just the way, like teaching the band and just a lot of the stuff he was doing, I was like, wow, I think I would really enjoy that. So I actually ended up, I had a shoehorn about this big back in my dorm room, and I would look at the tricks that Jeff would do with the baton, and I'd go back to my dorm room and try and emulate them with the shoehorn, and I'd end up hitting the TV in my dorm and stuff. But then I ended up showing him at some point, and became pretty good friends with him, and showed him that, well, he's like, what, you could do that with a shoehorn? So he ended up getting me a mace and started training from there. And yeah, it's so the process, there's a couple steps to the tryout. First, there's an interview with the staff, where you'll go and they'll ask you questions like, why do you want to be drum major? What will you do to help the band? Other things like that. And then once you get past the interview process, there's a pre-audition with the staff. Actually, in addition to that, there's an application and just on paper and such. But at the pre-audition process, you audition in front of the staff and do all the pre-game traditions like the back bend, the jump, and then demonstrate the 3 marching styles with lockstep, traditional, glide step, and you do the strut, back bend, twirling, all that sort of thing in front of the staff. And the staff will narrow down after the pre-audition to around anywhere between 2 and 4 candidates. And then there's the final audition, which the final audition is in front of the entire marching band in the spring. So for the final audition, you do the same thing, in addition to giving a speech to the band, kind of explaining, why you want to be drum major, what you're going to do in the position. And then you do the audition process, and the band votes. So yeah, so my freshman year, I tried out, and I did the pre-audition, and kind of herp-derped through the pre-audition, and it was a great experience. I'm super glad that I did it. It didn't do that great, but yeah, needless to say, it was good. Got some great feedback from the staff and was ready to come back. I worked my butt off the next year and ended up my sophomore year in the spring making the finals, which was awesome. And I got to compete with a couple other guys. One of the guys was Jeff Ocala, he ended up getting the position. He had it the year before. He's fantastic. He's awesome. The drum major before me, and he's helped me out a ton. But that was a great experience, just getting to the finals, kind of dealing with the nerves of auditioning in front of the whole band, all my friends and stuff, so that when I auditioned my junior year this past year, it was a little less nerve-wracking, and I could just kind of go out there and do my thing. So anyone looking to be drum major in the future, I would say to them, just start as early as possible. And a lot of the freshmen or sophomores or juniors or whoever's looking to try out, I love working with them as well. I love teaching everything that I've been taught, because a lot of what the Michigan drum major does is passed down by word of mouth, and from one drum major teaching new drum majors and stuff like that. So really just get out there and practice as much as possible. It takes a lot of hard work, so the more time you put in, the better results you're going to get out. So yeah, don't be afraid to go out there and go for it. I mean, I remember my first year, I made a fool of myself, but you know what? I learned from it, and it was a great experience. So I did marching band in high school, which is absolutely incredible. Mr. Ryman and Mr. Behringer in Grosse Ile schools do a fantastic job, and they're a lot of the reason that I kept doing it in college, is because they're just, I don't know, super inspiring and fun people to work with, and they did just an amazing job and continue to do an amazing job with the Grosse Ile band. So I'm super grateful for that. And marching band in high school too was always a great experience, not just because of what we were doing, but also because of the people. And that's continued in college as well, is a lot of the reason I do band. I mean, it's amazing going out there in front of 110,000 people and, getting to perform, but I'd say the number one reason still is the people in it. I mean, most of my best friends come from the Michigan marching band, and it's like a family too. So that's been absolutely incredible. But yeah, I'd say back to Grosse Ile. Yeah, my background at Grosse Ile has definitely helped prepare me for this role. and I'm super grateful for all the kindness and support and encouragement and excitement upon getting this position too that I've received from friends and family back on Grosse Ile. I would say absolutely. If you want to join the band, just go for it. Just do it. Do the tryout. I wasn't entirely sure if I wanted to do it coming into college. I didn't know if my schedule would be too busy, but I am so glad that I did it. What I found is that doing marching band in the fall semester, my grades actually were better than in the winter semester because I was forced to budget my time better. So marching band, it's taught me a lot with respect to being able to budget my time. It's taught me a lot with respect to leadership, with determination, just working hard. And so yeah, just do it, in the words of Shia LaBeouf. Yeah, so this upcoming year we're going to have, besides myself, 5 other people from Grosse Ile in the band, representing in the trombone section, the trumpet section, and the percussion section. So yeah, they're a blast too. It is a great crew from Grosse Ile that's in the band now, and I was super excited every time a new member from Grosse Ile comes and becomes a member of the band. It's just amazing. And actually, one of the trumpets, Lyle, I was able to, in high school, I was his section leader of the trumpet section, and having him come here and be able to work with him and continue to help him with marching and stuff is just fantastic. He's just an awesome guy too. So it's amazing having people from Grosse Ile there too, because you can kind of relate similar experiences growing up and stuff. And everybody in the band from Grosse Ile, we all get along real well, and it's a really fun group. So it's so cool to see that, and it would just be amazing to see people from Grosse Ile continue to come up and become members of the Michigan Marching Band as well. Yeah. So some of the cool things about being a part of the Michigan Marching Band are that every Saturday in the fall you get to perform in front of 110,000 people live, which is something that no rock star in the world can say. So it's pretty awesome being able to do that, and just Michigan football in general, being responsible for helping pump up the crowd is just an incredible feeling. And everybody is just super excited to see the band. Everyone's super supportive, and yeah, it's incredible. And also kind of going back to the team as well, we have a really great relationship with the football team, and often go to one of their practices in the preseason to play for them and kind of mingle and get a speech from the coach, and then we talk to the team, and it's just really great. The relationship that's there is just, they know we're there to support them, and they're, as a result, super supportive of us, and it's just great to see them go out there and do their thing and just try and help them do the best that they can. And yeah, it's incredible. Just the entire Michigan atmosphere in the big house, there's nothing like it. So getting to be just a big part of that and getting to go down on the field every Saturday is just absolutely incredible. Yeah. Cool. Yeah, so as drum major, you obviously do the performance aspect, which everyone sees, which is running out, jumping, strutting down the field, doing the back bend, goalpost toss, different things like that, and also marching with the band up and down the field and twirling during halftime. But what a lot of people don't see, what I realized a lot this summer of what the most work was actually during band camp, which takes place before the football season. The drum major is in charge of teaching marching to the band. So I need to go, or this past summer I had to go through a whole curriculum and learn all the different marching steps just in great detail, and kind of come up with a schedule and a script, and come up with ways and work with the past drum major, Jeff, who's been fantastic. He's worked with me a lot, and the staff, the professors, who are absolutely amazing as well. Incredible teachers, and as I've learned this summer, there's so much more to teaching than I originally thought, and there's so much that I've learned and so much that I have yet to learn. So it's been just a very humbling and enriching experience for me, getting prepared to teach the band during band week. They're out there marching or playing music and stuff 12 hours a day starting next week, so for a couple weeks. So it'll be intense, but it'll be a good time. So yeah, the teaching portion has definitely been challenging, but I'd say definitely well worth it. And I'm excited to get out there and start teaching both the leaders, the rank leaders, section leaders, and the new members, and meet them as well. So So yeah, and also I guess last but not least, the drum major is sort of a medium between the band and the staff. So if the students have any problems or issues or questions or concerns, they can approach me, and that's my job, is sort of to be someone that they feel comfortable approaching, and then I can approach the staff and try and come up with solutions for any issues or things that we may have. So. Cool. So yeah, some of the drum major traditions, or the most well-known ones, take place in pregame, which pregame is the show that the band does before the game begins. And one of the most well-known drum major things is the back bend. So I have to be able to take off my hat and then touch my head to the ground. So in the past, it hasn't always been that way. It's been a lot of times with the hat on, but lately, most people, the student section in particular, has wanted the drum major to do it with the hat on. So that's, or with the hat off and just touch your head. So that's kind of an unwritten rule now, is that you have to be able to do that. Not technically, but that's what everyone wants. So then besides the back bend, there's a couple other things. There's the jump, where I jump out right in front of the block M, and that takes place right before the back bend. And then after that is after the back bend, that is the goalpost toss, which I march to the end zone, and you have the goalpost, and I march underneath and have to twirl and toss the baton above and catch it on the other side. And legend has it, if I don't catch the baton, then Michigan loses the game. So I got to be sure to catch the baton. And then after that, there's the strut, which is run down the field and kick my legs way up in the air and bend my head back. And so that's cool. A lot of fun pictures with that too. And then besides that, also just marching with the rest of the band. Yeah, getting to have them do their thing and joining them with it as well. And so I'm really looking forward to that. It's gonna be a blast. So, I guess to sort of make some of the drum major traditions my own, a couple things that I'm going to do, especially, so one of the things the drum major does is twirl during halftime. And you kind of make up your own routine during the halftime show and just make it as entertaining as possible for the crowd, while still, keeping the attention on the band, because the band is why we're all here. It's like, I'm just a member of the band. I'm yeah, nothing more. It's just, yeah, the white uniform is, yeah. But all I am is just one of those guys, so I'm there for them as well. So I don't want to take too much away from their performance, and that's the main thing. But for twirling, definitely going to put in some fun facial expressions and some dance moves in there. Try and give it some personality as well. And also for pregame as well, many of the drum majors in the past have, for the jump and such, made very intense expressions and stuff like that, which is great. There's some awesome pictures and snapshots of them, but I feel like that's not as much my personality. A lot of those guys were a lot bigger and stronger than I am too. I'm kind of a smaller guy, so, and to fit more with my personality, I'll probably put some smiles in there too, and some other fun facial expressions. So yeah, we'll try and mess with that a little bit, and yeah, give it my own personal flair, if you will. I mean, Grosse Ile it was an incredible place to grow up. I mean, just the people there, it's absolutely amazing. It was an awesome place to go to high school. Great community, very safe community. Definitely proud to be from Grosse Ile. And in addition, in the schools, and especially, I alluded to before, the music program with Mr. Behringer, Mr. Ryman, is just absolutely amazing. I mean, they're in there every day doing their best to inspire kids as best as they can. And I can honestly say they've inspired me to go on and do what I'm doing today. So yeah, definitely proud to be from Grosse Ile, and yeah, excited to, when I got the position, to have heard from a lot of my friends, family, even teachers, and just everybody from Grosse Ile who I've come in contact with. And they've all been super supportive and super proud, and that's just been incredible to receive their support. So I'm super thankful for that as well.